Hey guys, Brad here from Scooter Street. I have something here that I'm pretty excited about actually. This one here is a Malossi MHR inner rotor for an air-cooled Piaggio Hyper 2 engine. If you've been a fan of the channel for a little while, you possibly have an idea of what this might be for. Yes, it's for my bike, my Zip, we did the big burnout video on recently. So I'm pretty excited to get this in there. As I mentioned previously, the bike is pretty held back at the moment because it has the factory stator still in it. So I thought we'd do a quick unboxing of this one as a bit of a tease, because we will be installing this one very shortly. I've installed quite a few inner rotor ignitions over the years, but never one on an air-cooled Piaggio. Usually I've always done it on SR50s. So this will be a slightly new experience for me. All right, what have we got here? Okay, so it'll be our mounting plate that bolts to the bike, and this will be the timing adjustment plate. So that those are elongated holes where we get our timing adjustment from, and that will be the flywheel. So obviously on the air-cooled one, you still need to run an air cooling fan. So we've got our mounting points for the fan. Now, one thing that's interesting, and I did actually expect this, is this flywheel plate is way lighter than what you'd normally see on the liquid cooled one. Actually have, because it's an optional part to run, this is the flywheel plate from a liquid cooled version of this kit. And as you can see, it's much thicker. This appears to be aluminium, whereas this is steel. So this is quite actually heavy. So yeah, interesting. Obviously having the fan on there adds a bit of weight and also a bit of resistance, so you don't need quite as much weight for your flywheel. Oh, lovely. Our high tension lead there, HT lead. This must be a new version of one of these kits. I've not actually seen one of the brand new ones before. It actually comes with a Malossi spark plug cap. It's really nice. Instructions, which are obviously absolutely crucial with this kit. So as with all the other Malossi inner rotors that I've done on Piaggios previously, the Piaggio CDI and coil is an all-in-one unit. So the coil and the CDI are one part. When you put one of the Malossi systems on there, it splits these two back up into individual components, which is good because actually on a Malossi one of these before, I have actually had the coil fail, and you're able to buy the coil as a separate part. So save me from having to buy a whole new kit, which is nice. But this is new. This is slightly different to the ones that I've seen before. This must be an update on the last kit that I installed a couple of years ago, a CDI. Now this is cool as well. It used to be that the CDI that came with the kit wasn't the Digitronic CDI. It wasn't adjustable, and then if you wanted to adjust the maps, you actually had to buy the adjustable one. Now they come with it, which is really nice, because it was like an extra, something ridiculous, like $250 extra for the adjustable CDI. So this is really cool that it comes with it now, which is quite nice. Then we have the actual ignition unit here. So that there. So yeah, so that's why they call it an inner rotor. So this is actually the spinning component on an inner rotor ignition, that's the stator on the outside, as opposed to a factory ignition where the stator is on the inside and is bolted to the bike and the flywheel spins around it. So because this gets the rotating mass all the way down thin and inside, it's obviously far less resistance for the motor to try and spin this up, which is where you get much more response from, because it's far less work for the engine to spin this up due to centrifugal force. All the weight's nice and in close, being an inner rotor. So it's much more responsive with one of these installed on your bike, and obviously a much more efficient system. But yeah, this would be really nice. Can't wait to put this on the bike. So as I mentioned, so this plate will bolt to the bike. This plate here, you'll usually loosely sort of bolt it to the backing plate, to the mounting plate, so that you have a bit of movement. And then you bolt the inner rotor to this plate. Then you need to find your top dead center. A couple ways we can do this, which I'll go through in the install video later. And then obviously you adjust this plate according to where your top dead center is, which is all in the instructions. Actually quite technical instructions on these kits. You also have a bit of adjustment on this with the offset from memory, that if you think you've perhaps gotten it slightly wrong, you can actually adjust the timing with the offset. These obviously also have the limiter, which you probably wouldn't use in Australia. But yes, say you're in a country where you know, the bike's restricted to a certain speed, you can adjust your limiter, or if you're doing racing maybe and you don't want to work the engine too hard, you can use the limiter to adjust that. I won't use that, obviously. I'll just have it set to unlimited, but again, you've got a bunch of different settings there, which is just really cool. Really cool having all this different adjustment. Now install bolts and kit here, and a bunch of cool stickers. Anyway, this is just a little tease and an unboxing of this kit. We're gonna do a full install video and a side-by-side of before and after, so you can really see the difference that this kit makes in the coming weeks. If you don't want to miss out on that, definitely hit that subscribe button and keep an eye out, because this will be one of the next videos that we put up.